Hello, friends, and welcome, Prove It community. My name is Dr. Heather Cardin. I'm coming to you live from Kansas City, and I will be your host today, helping answer all questions you have about ketones, ketosis, and all things Prove It. So as you're joining, let us know where you're joining from, what part of the U.S., what part of Mexico, Australia, Canada, what part of the world are you joining from? Let us know also what flavor you're shaking up today or what flavor you're popping open today. Maybe you're drinking one of our amazing ups. I'm actually enjoying an amazing root beer up today, but I want to help you better understand what we have here, the technology we have here. So as you're joining, as you're getting notifications, please feel free to invite friends, families, neighbors. You can tag them down below. You can invite them over to our community page here. You can also share this right over to your own personal page. You can share it through Messenger, but I'm just going to share a couple minutes about myself and how I became associated with this amazing community. Again, my name is Dr. Heather Cardin. I'm the co-owner of Cardin Center for Wellness in Overland Park, Kansas. I've been a functional medicine practitioner for 25 plus years. Actually, we've been teaching patients, coaching them about the ketogenic and low carb lifestyle since we opened up our doors again over 25 years ago. I know how amazing the benefits of ketones can be when you're on a ketogenic diet, when your body's actually in ketosis, metabolically burning fat for fuel. I also know the challenges that come along with actually being on a ketogenic lifestyle or ketogenic journey, how hard that can be sometimes maintaining ketosis when you have maybe working an opposite shift, not sleeping great, have other health concerns. But again, the benefits are so amazing: better cognition, better energy, better digestion, better skin, better sleep, better focus. However, calculating all those macros, making sure everything is lining up, measuring everything, making sure you don't have any hidden food allergies, food sensitivities, sometimes reaction from other medications can inhibit your body from making its own ketones out of your stored fat. So we've been studying the ketogenic diet for well over 100 plus years. I've been teaching, coaching this, actually living the ketogenic lifestyle for a very long time. I was so excited back in 2015 when somebody sent me a package of white powdered and said, we have pure bioidentical exogenous ketones. Bioidentical meaning is exactly what your body produces when it breaks down its own fat cells. We have three different types of ketones body: beta hydroxybutyrate, acetoacetate, and acetone. Beta hydroxybutyrate is the ketone body that gives your body amazing energy or plentiful energy. They're all energy producing. Our body actually has two types of energy that it burns. It either burns glucose. If you're having a diet that's the standard global diet, high in carbohydrates, fruits, grains, vegetables, you're pretty much a sugar burner. Your body's actually burning glucose for fuel, which is about a 30-minute energy fuel source. That's why when you go to grab a chip or a cookie or any type of starchy carbohydrate, you're hungry again in about 30 minutes because your blood sugar rises, it returns to normal 2 hours afterwards, but you're hungry again because your body's done its job, it's digested glucose, it's shuttled it out into the target muscles, then you're hungry again. Protein gives you energy for about 90 minutes. It also breaks down into some form of glucose. But fats, however, don't require any insulin, and it can give you energy up to 4 to 5 hours. So when your body actually has a lower glucose level, where it's actually just burning a minimal amount of glucose or glycogen, and it's actually burning primarily fat, you're eating a diet high in fats, healthy fats, that is, not saturated fats. Then when your body actually runs through the glucose or glycogen that you've consumed or stored, then it taps into your own stored fat. So it can actually do this while you're sleeping. That's why it's so efficient. You get better energy, better focus, better sleep, has so many amazing benefits. But we want to talk about our pure therapeutic exogenous ketones, because with our pure therapeutic exogenous ketones, you don't have to count any macros. You don't have to calculate. You do not have to be on the ketogenic diet or low carb diet. You simply can choose any lifestyle that you want, whether it's paleo, vegan, vegetarian, omnivore, you name whatever lifestyle that you choose that best fits your body. Yes, and a ketogenic lifestyle as well. You simply grab a 12 to 16 ounces of water, grab one package of Keto NAT, shake it up in your favorite shaker bottle, and you want to drink it in about 25 to 30 minutes. It puts your body in that amazing state of ketosis in less than 59 minutes. Yes, in less than an hour, your body will be in that state of ketosis. On a regular ketogenic diet, I've experienced patients taking days, weeks, sometimes more than a month to actually get their body in that rhythm where they're actually being in ketosis. This is an amazing technology. I'm so blessed to get that first package back in 2015. I've been drinking them every single day. And now we have an upgrade technology in our Mexican ketones and our up ketones, which is free cell technology. But I'm going to actually get right down to business here, and let's start by getting your questions answered. We come live every single Wednesday to help you better understand our amazing technology. I'm going to refresh my computer over here so I make sure I get as many questions answered as possible. Let us know where you're joining from. If you just popped on our live today, let us know what flavor you're drinking up today. I love seeing people tag their friends. So a woman says, how can ketones help with menopause? Great question, because we do know that there are absolutely no hormones in our ketone products. So our keto NAT, our fueled by female, which is also for males, there are no fats and there are no hormones in our keto NAT product. But we do know, and we've studied this for, again, well over a century, ketones are amazing signalers and help increase communication within our cell to cell and with our glands within our brain. So we do know that the hypothalamus helps stimulate the pituitary. This is a little sciencey. Pituitary actually has 7 different signaling hormones to signal the thyroid, to stimulate the ovaries, to stimulate the uterus, follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, growth hormone. So it actually helps increase the communication from our hypothalamus to our pituitary, to our adrenal glands, to our ovaries, to our gonads. So when you can increase that communication within our body, from our brain to the rest of our body, things are going to run much smoother. We also know that when you're going through that transition of life where it's perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, that when you're eating a diet that's high in sugars, there's an enzyme called aromatase that actually stimulates estrogen. Estrogen's major job is to deposit fat. Sometimes when you're having an estrogen dominant cycle, having more sugars, more fats, more sugar cravings, that can cause more hot flushes. So when your body gets back to that native state where it's in ketosis, it's more metabolically balanced. It helps reduce cravings, get your body back that natural set point, which can actually help balance out your body and make that transition much smoother. Our Fueled by Female is an amazing blend. It still has our amazing beta hydroxybutyrate, our native formula in there. Also has some licorice root, some bilberry, some other adaptogens that help metabolically burn fat, also help your adrenal glands be more efficient with their communication to the other organs as well. So this is a great one to use for perimenopause, menopause, also andropause, which males go through. So it's a great formula for that as well. Great question there. And see, Reese is drinking the hibiscus lemonade, which is an amazing flavor. So how many ketones can you drink a day? And can you recommend? Okay, so red blood cells. So you can drink, really, 1 serving is considered therapeutic, 2 servings is considered optimal. Ketones are water soluble. That simply means if I'm going to drink water, my body will use what it needs and then eliminate out what it does need, either through sweating or through normal urination. So ketones are the same way. They are not stored. So if you drink too many ketones, they are not stored within your body. You simply just eliminate them out. So we do know also that ketones have a mild diuretic effect. So if you drink too many ketones and you're not a good water drinker, say you drink 4 ketones in a day, or you've heard someone else say, oh, I drank 5 because they taste so amazing. I love the way they taste. They do have a mild diuretic effect, which is why sometimes you'll see the scale moved, you'll see better movement in your joints or your knees. Sometimes you'll see some of the puffiness go away. However, if you drink too many, it will actually cause a mild diuretic effect. So you could get a mild headache, maybe diarrhea, maybe feel a little lethargic, because the first sign of dehydration is fatigue. So we want you to start with 1 to 2 a day, or you're going to see on our 10-day challenge, you're going to start with 2 ketones a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, but that is not stored. So that's why they are safe to drink, because you're water soluble. They're simply excreted out of your body. When you drink 1 ketone, you're expected to be in ketosis anywhere from 2 to 4 to 6 plus hours, depending on your age, your metabolism, your own body's metabolic, your own health status. So anywhere from 2 to 4 to 6 plus hours, again, depending on your own body's metabolic. So I have a question. Does it affect someone with low red blood cell count? So there should be no effect on them. If anything, it actually could be a positive effect, because we do have B vitamins within our ketones. We also know that caffeine can actually negatively affect iron and things like that. So you just want to make sure you're not drinking too much caffeine and coffee, other sodas, things like that. And if you do have eosinophilic esophagitis or you have some other type of red blood cell disorder, then I would suggest you drink the keto nat that is caffeine free. But we do have, again, B vitamins, B6, which is one of the most depleted vitamins out there because overuse of carbohydrate actually depletes B6. Stress vitamins, anti-stress vitamins are B6, B12. B12 is so important for breaking down carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. So you will see that we do have additional B6, B12 in there, which can actually help build healthy red blood cells. So there should be no detrimental effect on your red blood cell. Actually, could actually help them. Hello from Michigan. Hello back to you from Michigan. Good morning, and good evening to some of you from around the world. So when is the best time? Judy, fabulous question. Judy says, when is the best time to drink ketones? Ketones are simply an energy source. We talked about our body needed energy, whether it's to talk, to wave your hands, to walk, to chew your food. Our body needs energy. We either use glucose or we use ketones. So think of a time during the day where you want more energy. You want your brain to be more on target. You want to be laser sharp focused, or you want to have a better workout. You just want to wake up not feeling tired, or maybe you wake up feeling great, but in the middle of the afternoon, you just want to take a nap, or you want to drive through for something sweet to help pep you up. That's when you want to drink your ketones about 30 to 40 minutes before that time. So I generally say drink your ketones 30 to 40 minutes before you want to be the very best version of yourself. So if you're a person who wakes up, your pillows are on the floor, you've hit the snooze 4 or 5 times, you probably need to have your ketones first thing in the morning. Maybe you wake up perfectly great before your alarm clock, but afternoon time, you want to drive through for some type of sports drink, some type of soda, some type of coffee. You're really needing some type of boost in the afternoon. That's when you want to drink your ketones. Or maybe you do okay working out, but you'd rather not feel like super tired after you work out. You want to actually upgrade and have your personal best or start increasing your workouts, better weights, longer, more efficient workout, not crashing after workout. Drink them 30 or 40 minutes before your workout. However, if you're doing a shorter workout like a HIIT workout, then you want to drink them about 45 minutes before. If you're doing a longer workout like an hour to an hour and a half, drink them 30 minutes before so you peak mid-workout. If you're an endurance athlete, then you want to drink them again about 30 minutes before. There's no really wrong or right time. And then again, 2 hours post-workout. So you continue to protect your lean muscle mass. You continue to deliver fuel to your muscles, and oxygen to the muscles at the cellular level. And that might also be a great time to use the Keto Pro. Sorry, I left this last night, but I drink my Keto Pro before bedtime. It's great pre and or post-workout. Keto Pro has our amazing beta-hydroxybutyrate in it. Sorry, I'm going to get my Keto Nat here. Our amazing beta-hydroxybutyrate in it. Plus it has an additional protein that's ketone friendly. Plus it has MCT oil, which your body will make additional proteins for. Comes in lots of amazing flavor. And yes, you can mix and match any of these flavors together. Oh, Amanda's drinking sweet jam from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I love that flavor too. I'm going to scroll over here to my computer. I've got and let's see what other great questions we have here. It says Anne is coming from all the way from Melbourne. She's asking, can you please talk why my 85-year-old mom should be having some Keto Pro instead of Keto Nat? So Anne, I don't know that there is a great difference. I think both would be great for your mom. We do say everyone just start with our Keto Nat. It is our hallmark product. However, we know as the aging brain or the brain starts to age, especially if you've had a higher carbohydrate diet throughout your life, you've been exposed to maybe more toxins, MCT oil, and you can add our 143 to that. You could add some keto cream to a coffee or a tea or a nut milk smoothie. This has 3 different MCTs there and collagen, which is fantastic for the brain. She could add both of those. So you can mix and match. You can do a Keto Nat in the morning or a Keto Pro at night or afternoon. Switch and swap those, whichever that you prefer. The MCT is great for the brain, great energy for the brain. The liver will quickly turn the MCT, which is the medium chain triglyceride, into additional energy. And the protein is very specific, ketone friendly protein. And we talk about the aging brain. This is called a neurotrophic, or really called a neurotrophic kickstart for the brain. great for, again, anybody who wants to have a kickstart for the brain. This is not meant to be reconstituted. You simply take this 3 ounce like a keto shot. That's why it's called a keto kick. Again, specific enzymes for specific amino acids for the brain. It has 100 milligrams of caffeine in it. It does not come caffeine free, but the caffeine helps to increase the uptake of ketones into the cellular part of the brain. People love the way this makes their brain feel like on fire. They feel like they could remember everyone's birthday they ever met. They could remember their address book. They just feel like their brain, because you're getting so much more energy and oxygen to the brain. Recall is higher. Cognition is much higher. Memory is much higher. You just feel like you could articulate like you have never before. So this is great. Again, when we talk about the aging brain, maybe you've experienced several concussions. Maybe you've experienced some other type of brain bruising. You've just had some maybe accident or falling down. We've got some third-party research out there has shown that what happens with a brain that has been bruised, maybe a football player, soccer player, car accident, what happens is when the brain has gotten damaged, that part of the brain loses the ability to uptake one of those fuel sources called glucose. And we've seen it on PET scans, we've seen it on other type of scans. However, the brain can still efficiently uptake ketones. This is exciting. I couldn't talk about this 10 years or 20 years ago in practice. We can now talk about it considering the last 4 or 5 years of research that has gone on. The damaged part of the brain can no longer uptake one of our fuel sources called glucose. It can still very efficiently uptake a fuel source called ketones. That is super, super exciting, no matter how old you are, that we can now light up and get energy to that part of the brain. And that's right. So if you started keto NAT and you notice that your tummy was not very happy, maybe it caused some extra trips to the restroom, that's to be expected. Remember, as I shared before earlier, when I was teaching patients to go on a ketogenic diet, sometimes it would take days, weeks, or months to get people to stay in that state of ketosis, because we're having to over transition their gut, trying to help switch the whole gut flora, which can take days or weeks. This is so strong, so amazing. It puts your body in ketosis in less than an hour. With that being said, we also know it's a mild diuretic. So if your gut has had maybe some inflammation, maybe your gut has had some food allergies, you've had some different trials and tribulations with your gut, some IBS, maybe your diet has not been very clean, you've had some issues with your gut, then maybe start with half a pack. Because we know, again, a mild diuretic is going to pull out some of those toxins out of the fat cells. If you have leaky gut, it's going to pull out some of those things between the interstitial cells, linings of the gut. Start with a half a serving. You're still going to get the benefits of ketones. You might not measure in ketosis, but you're still absolutely getting the benefits of the ketones. So start with half a pack and see how your body does. If you do great for 3 days, then go ahead and increase to a full serving. So oftentimes, half a serving in the morning, have a serving mid-afternoon, let your body acclimate. I know so many people read these amazing stories like, I'm all in, I want to go with 2 a day. However, you know your gut digestion better than anybody else. So you may need to start with just a half a serving in water. And again, a full serving is 12 to 16 ounces. So you don't want to over dilute it. Make sure you dilute it with half and half. Drink it and see how your body does. Or you can have a little bit of fat or protein with it, which would be 1 to 2 tablespoons. So a couple bites of chicken, a couple bites of steak, a serving of guacamole, 3 or 4 olives, maybe a scoop of nut butter. I just wouldn't do peanuts. They are one of the top allergens, but just a little bit of fat, a little bit of protein, just with the keto NAT, that will slow down the absorption of the gut. And then again, as your body adjusts and acclimate, be patient with your gut, then increase your serving. Great question. So Mandy sounds like she's doing great. She says, is it safe for me to take keto NAT in the morning, pro in the afternoon, and NAT in the evening? Absolutely. Just make sure you're drinking half your body's weight in water, or that when you go to the bathroom, that your urine is a light color yellow. We don't want it a dark yellow, really a light yellow to a white, because again, the mild diuretic effect, 3 servings of ketones, you can do 2 servings of NAT with the broth, with the pro, with the NAT light, with the keto kick, absolutely okay. Just make sure you're getting enough water. And I generally have my patients not count the water in the ketones because of the mild diuretic effect, but just make sure you're getting enough water in. Kimberly, same thing. Great story, doing all of the same 3. So great question. So Christina says, why do I need to drink it in 30 minutes? Because if you drink it over, say you take your keto NAT and you dilute it in a gallon of water and you drink it over 3 or 4 hours, your body's getting the ketones, but you're getting a slow saturation, like a slow little gentle rainstorm, where you really want to flood and saturate the brain and the body. You want to heighten your level of ketones and get in ketosis and stay there for a while. If you're just sipping on it and sipping on it, your body will use those little ketones, will use ketones when you take a swallow, when you take a drink, when you take a swallow. So you'll get that, but you won't get that surge of the feeling of being in ketosis to put your body, again, metabolically in ketosis. So you're burning fat for fuel, you're saturating your brain with the extra ATP, the extra oxygen that the cells are going to deliver, and thermogenically get your metabolism up. So that's why you really want to drink it within 30 minutes. So you want to, again, mix it with 12 to 16 ounces of water. Most shaker bottles are 24 to 32 ounces. I do see people trying to dilute it with that much water. So you want to be true to what the directions say. So if people are out there measuring, like oftentimes people say, well, I measure my ketone level and it didn't measure. First question, how much water did you mix it in and how long did you drink it? How long after drinking did you measure? So always check those things first. And you don't really have to measure. People will use blood meter, which is the most probably tells the most true story. The urine meter can give you most false positive, and breath meter is really checking acetoacetate or acetone. So I would say the blood meter is the most direct or most reliable, but you don't have to check. Just go by how you feel. You feel more energy, you feel more alert, your moods are more stable. Let's just go by how your body feels. So Joy is saying, how long does your body stay in ketosis? So Joy, we did cover that, but it just depends on your gender, your age, your activity. The more active you are, the cleaner your diet is, the better your health has been. We know that studies show, and this is even on a true ketogenic diet, the healthier your cells are, the longer it can hold that state of ketosis, the healthier your body can make that energy. The cell walls can hold it. We also know the more active that you are, the more your body can actually make ketones and stay in ketosis. And it also depends how deficient your body is in energy. If your body's a quick metabolizer and it really needs the energy because it hasn't had the ketones in a while, it may use them up very quickly. Or again, if your body's very efficient and it's been in ketosis in and out before, it may go in and out. It could stay there for 6+ hours. If you practice intermittent fasting, you eat clean, you prioritize proteins, healthy greens and fats, your body could stay there for 6 hours until the next morning, or maybe it's only a couple hours. But what I do know is drinking these over 7+ years, practicing intermittent fasting, practicing ketosis, and sharing these with thousands of people who originally started with ketones, 1 serving a day, may have experienced being in ketosis a couple of hours. Now, 5-6 years later, now they're experiencing staying in ketosis 6 hours or 4 hours. They're getting that longer experiencing because now they're doing those better practices. They're doing intermittent fasting. They're doing a 24-hour fast once a week. Their body now recognizes ketones, because what happens is originally when you start, your body's a sugar burner. It's going to go back to what it knows. So it gets some ketones. It says, oh, I haven't been in ketosis since maybe I was a child. You know, kids run around the playground. They're always switching between a sugar burner and a fat burner. Babies are born in ketosis. Your body kind of goes back to what it knows and it says, oh, I'm a sugar burner. So you have to give your body time to adjust back. So the longer that it gets used to and adapts to the keto fuel, the keto NAT, the longer your body will experience that. And practicing things like grounding and exercise, getting moving, positivity, lowering your cortisol level, getting better sleep, and ketones absolutely help with better sleep. All those things, factors together, will help your body be in a better, longer state because it will adjust better to the ketones. So Kia, I love this question. Kia Renee says, is your body really in ketosis, or is it just ketones showing up in the urine and blood? So it's the same measurement. I love this question. I compare it to iron. So if you go to the doctor and they take your blood and they say you're anemic, they're going to give you iron or ferrous sulfate. Or same thing, if you're diabetic and they say you need insulin, you're going to take exogenous insulin, or you're going to take exogenous iron. So if your body is a sugar burner and it says you have glucose in there, but you have no ketones, if you want a true ketogenic diet where your liver goes, grabs the fat, uncouples it, you deplete the glucose, you check your blood and it says there's ketones in there, that is exactly the same as when you drink this. When you drink this, it's going into your blood. It's already broken down. This isn't an avocado. It's not an olive, which actually ultimately breaks down when you're on a ketogenic diet into beta hydroxybutyrate. You're simply drinking, I'll do the keto NAT. You're drinking the byproduct of fatty acid metabolism. Beta hydroxybutyrate comes when you break down healthy fats, nuts, and seeds. So yes, when you drink this, it goes straight into your bloodstream, and then it actually goes to the target organs. So your body uses it for energy. So yes, when you measure your blood and urine, you're absolutely getting beta hydroxybutyrate as if your body was breaking down the fat. We have some great videos explaining that in scientific terms from our keto academies, and in 2 minutes to 45-minute segments from top leading scientists can help explain that further. But your answer is yes, you are in ketosis, because by definition, when your ketone level is above 0.5 to 0.8 up to 4 to 6 millimoles, you are in ketosis. That is by definition what you are rating. And just again, compare it to insulin, whether you're taking it endogenously and your body's making insulin, or exogenously, you're actually taking it from a pump or from a little vial, or iron or calcium. When you take it endogenously, where your body makes it from the food that you eat, or exogenously, you're taking it from a supplement. It's the exact same analysis. We've never had the opportunity to actually take exogenous ketones that are bioidentical to what our body makes before. People have tried to make this since the 1970s. Dr. Karen Clark tried to make this over in Europe, and she tried to make it, but it wasn't palatable, it wasn't digestible, it was actually very hard on the gut, because ketones are acidic by nature. But Prove It did what nobody else could do: make it digestible, so it's easy on the digestive system, tastes good, because ketones by themselves taste kind of like your driveway or tar, not very good tasting. We made this gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, kosher certified, amazing natural sweeteners, nothing artificial no artificial sweeteners. So I am super proud and super happy to actually be able to talk to you about this amazing product line. Yes, so Melissa says, can you drink these ketones and take other supplements? Absolutely. Ketones, or KetoNat, is an energy supplement. It does not replace a probiotic, does not replace a multivitamin, does not replace a digestive enzyme, it does not replace your calcium, magnesium, iron, any other supplement that your healthcare provider has recommended for you. This does not replace it. This is an energy supplement for your cells. We have not generally eating enough fats in our diet. Our guts, hallmarkly, if we look over at the stats, at the health world stats, our guts are not very happy. We look at the number one reason people go to the physician, or one of the top 5 reasons people go to their healthcare provider, it's because they have stomach issues. So we know that if that's happening, then it's highly unlikely that your body is unable to actually break down your fat efficiently to make ketones. And going on a ketogenic diet can be very difficult and hard. We have a lot of processed foods out there. Now we have an option that you can choose any lifestyle that you want. You don't have to go on a ketogenic lifestyle or be on a ketogenic lifestyle. You can be on a zone diet, a 40-30-30. You can live on a paleo lifestyle. You can be a vegetarian or a vegan or a pescatarian and consume ketones and get the benefits and experience being in ketosis on the lifestyle that you choose. So thank you for asking that question. So Danita says, I may have gotten in here late. So it's questions for everybody. I may have gotten here late and you may have answered it. So if you did jump on late, know that all the past lives are timestamped. You can use a search bar up above, or the person that invited you to this page can help you find the question that you may have. If we don't get it answered today, they can help you find the answer. They can help you use a search bar, our amazing help center, our YouTube channel, our Prove It TV, and help you find that question in case I don't get it answered today. I know we're almost out of time, but someone says, why could it potentially be hurting my stomach? We just talked about stomach issues and gut lining being one of the number one ailments why people go to your healthcare provider. If you are experiencing some stomach issues when you're drinking KetoNat, then you can mix it with a little bit of aloe juice. You can mix a little bit of nut milk, or like we said earlier, take it with a bite or two of protein or fat, a scoop of guacamole or avocado, 2 or 3 olives, which are healthy fats. You could have a fat bomb with it, maybe a scoop of tuna salad or chicken, a bite of steak, a little bit of protein or fat, because you probably have an imbalance in your gut. Believe it or not, your stomach has a pH of 1 to 2. Your stomach should be very acidic, and ketones are acidic. However, we add the sodium to it and a little bit of calcium to help balance out the acidity of the ketones. So they are actually perfectly balanced and formulated for the healthy gut. If your gut has some issues, then you may experience some burning. Again, you can put a splash of coconut milk with it, a splash of nut milk or hemp milk. That may actually help with that little bit burning that you're feeling. That's just an indication that you have some pH issues with your gut. This is going back to your native fuel source. I love to make Jello out of this. If you are a current customer and you've been invited to our amazing lifestyle page where we have more than a dozen community coaches sharing lots of hacks, lots of tips, and lots of recipes, but I love making a Jello out of this, or teaching patients to make a Jello out of the Keto Nat when they do have some stomach issues. The gelatin will actually help your stomach. Also, the broth is amazing for people who have stomach issues. Our Better broth, it has type 2 collagen and hyaluronic acid. For leaky gut, the villi of the gut gets separated apart and stuff gets stuck down in them. Hyaluronic acid and type 2 collagen help reseal that gut lining, and it's in our broth. Plus the amazing beta hydroxybutyrate and other amazing vitamins and enzymes to help with your gut, our CMED, but specifically the beta hydroxybutyrate combined with the type 2 collagen and hyaluronic acid is amazing for the gut. It's also amazing for joints, also amazing for soft tissue, amazing for wrinkles, but it is incredible. So this is amazing for the gut as well, as is our functional fat, because it has a Ceylon cinnamon, which is great for digestion, great for blood sugar, 3 different types of collagen, 3 different types of MCT, which is fabulous for gut issues, fabulous for skin, and for joints. I know we are 3 minutes out of time. So Rosalind is asking, where do I find these recipes? So are there recipes on this page? Just use a hashtag Prove It Recipes. Again, if you're a customer, you have been invited to our community page. Just get back with the person, your referral, your sponsor, whoever has given you support to help you find this amazing product. They can help you get back to our community coaching page, which is Drink Ketones Daily, and you will have an invite to that as a customer. And then we have an amazing hashtag system over there, which is supported at the top. We post every day in there. There's probably almost 200,000 people over there, thousands of recipes that you can use every day with the ketones, or just daily lifestyle recipes, making it easy, chicken salad, making it chia pudding, super easy, simple recipes. So I know that we are almost out of time. Know that we are still having lots of promotions. Fall into ketosis. We have amazing 10-day sample pack with different flavor options for you. So don't forget to grab one in the back office today. Again, my name is Dr. Heather Carden, coming to you live from Kansas City. Very, very excited to be here with you each and every Wednesday. You all motivate me, get me all excited every time I'm here with you about our amazing products. I'm going to say cheers to you. Keep on proving it with my Keto Up, which is a free cell technology. I'm going to end with that question. What's the difference between our Keto Nat and our Keto Up? This is a ketone salt bound to sodium with a little bit of calcium. This is a free cell ketone, which means the beta hydroxybutyrate is bound to beta hydroxybutyrate. It's even a quicker uptake. You drink just a little bit of it and you're going to feel go right to your head, right to the cells, right to the brain, right to your body. You're going to feel instant energy to it, as is the Mexican ketone. It has a different natural sweetener called allulose with a little bit of erythritol and stevia. We had to abide by the regulations. This is also a free cell ketone, a beta hydroxybutyrate bound to a beta hydroxybutyrate. So you don't see the sodium in it that you see in the Keto Nat, which is our original hero product. So thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the share this button and share this information with your amazing friends, families, and neighbors. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Don't forget to hit the notification buttons, because this is where we share new flavors, new promos. You get to help choose new flavors that come about. And this is where we also share our flash sales and everything else, Prove It, that's coming into our office. So have an amazing day, and we'll see you guys soon. Keep on proving it. Bye-bye.